The honourable member for Skeena-Bulk Valley.
I thank my friend for his comments. Firstly, with the Conservatives who pride themselves on being somewhat disciplined about the messaging, almost robotic-like at times, it has been nothing but confusion with respect to not only this budget that's meant to come at some point in the spring, maybe towards the summer, we're not sure, but it's been utter chaos where you have one minister getting up and saying we're going to bring a budget that will likely bring in more cuts to services that Canadians need. Right, like food inspection, rail inspection, veterans fares, which we've seen already. They're going to cut again. We have another minister saying no, not at all. We have another minister saying we got to spend our rainy day fund to make up for the promises, the wasteful promises we made. And then the next minister says not at all. Now, with respect to timing, we've seen this government download upwards of $36 billion in health care cuts to the provinces. They've just now recently announced that disaster programs are going to be cut by hundreds of millions of dollars more to the provinces. And now we see them saying, for Conservatives' own political fortunes and our own political timing, say the Conservatives, the provinces are just going to have to wait and guess what contributions may be coming from the federal government. These are provinces that are struggling to make ends meet, much like Canadian families. The responsible thing, the right thing to do is react, act, and take some leadership when it comes to responding to our economy right now.
Questions and comments. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Labour.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the NDP, for the last 4 or 5 years since I've been in this House, have consistently talked down the economy, the Canadian economy, and the great work that we have done in terms of seeing ourselves through a global recession, seeing the largest net new jobs. You see them on the picket lines protesting against every resource project that's out there. And so really, their plan is absolutely a plan that will not move Canadians forward. It's a plan that's anti-resource, anti-job, and massive government spending. So I would like the opposition member to talk to the massive programs that they plan to bring in, government programs, and where they intend to get the revenue for it when they're against every project and almost every job that I've seen come forward.
Well, member for Skeena-Bulk Valley.
It'd be like a Canadian going to a doctor and getting a health check, and the doctor says, oh, you should cut down on fats a little bit, and we're worried about this, and the person says, well, don't talk me down, don't talk down my health. This is the reality check that the Conservatives need. They can choose to ignore it like they did in the last global downturn. 2008, wasn't that long ago, it was recent memory. And we're not anti-resource development, we're anti-stupid resource development. When it comes up that the Conservatives think that they can bulldoze their way through Canadian communities, doing whatever it is they want and gut environmental laws and run over the rights of First Nations, that somehow that's a resource plan, well, that plan ends up in court. Congratulations to the energy superpower that this Prime Minister promised Canadians in 2006. How's it going for you? An absolute unmitigated disaster. Tensions with our largest trading partner in the United States, no pipelines getting approved, and increasing public opposition to their plans, because there they go again. All eggs in one basket. This is all they know. When we ask for help for the manufacturing sector, where are the Conservatives? The value-added sector, where are the Conservatives? Nowhere. This is asking for an action plan from the government, finally. Not the ads. Not the $1 billion they spent on self-promoting ads, but a real action plan that will help Canadians get back to work.